What are you looking forward to most about the division? Nothing, really.
You know what? Yeah, I'm looking forward to see. I mean,
Uh,
yeah, but you know what? Aaron Rodgers, what can he do for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Like
one last ride, baby.
Baltimore, we know what they can do. We know that they're going to run the ball and they can't necessarily pass the ball very well. We'll see if Zay Flowers decides to step it up, but I'm excited most to see what the Steelers can do. I don't
Stillers.
believe in Aaron Rodgers, but they bring in Jalen Ramsey to bolster that defense. Minka Fitz is out, where a lot of fans had some complaints about the effort that Minka was bringing to the team
Yeah.
last year. I don't know if he was really to blame. It was probably a scheme issue, but I think Jalen Ramsey actually leaves the cornerback position and he now plays safety and can be that little roaming role that they want. He's got a little bit more speed there. The real test is going to be, is Aaron Rodgers actually going to step it up? Last year, he had some good stats after they were down by 40 every game and were already knocked out of the playoffs. Can he actually do it with a good defense?
I think you
So, like,
can.
do you think they've built a good enough team around? Like, the wide receiver room is completely different. They let go of Najee Harris and brought in Caleb Johnson, who they are hoping,
They
expecting
still
to
have
be
Jalen Warren.
better.
Don't forget, Artie Smith is the OC, is where he should be, is as an OC. Like,
But Fryermuth is slept on. He's like a classic tight end target that I felt like Aaron Rodgers could have had a some sort of a connection with. But then bringing in Jonnu Smith, that kind of you open up a lot of possibilities with that type of personnel that I think Aaron Rodgers could thrive with. But do you think they've built a good enough team around him to do? Because I think at the very least he'll be better protected than he was in New York, but you have a whole plethora of scary weapons on the
a
defensive side of the
slew
ball. So yeah, a slew,
of
a
weapons.
plethora.
Just throwing adjectives.
That
Dude,
was
No,
let
a
the
I totally agree
thesaurus
though.
begin.
I think Aaron Rodgers has one more good hard last ride in him, and he's gonna get it done for Pittsburgh. I think they're probably, it's either them or Baltimore as the favorites, in my opinion. Like, I don't see.
Baltimore are definitely the favorites.
Yeah.
I don't. I think personnel wise, the Steelers have you know a decent hand going. I think they lack a little bit in the receiver position. Can they make up with that by having a two-headed monster at tight end with Jonnu Smith and Pat Fryermuth?
Well,
They
Maybe.
that's
still got to
where
sign
Artie,
It's
TJ
all about
Watt
the
though.
scheme.
They
It's
still got to
all
sign
about the
TJ
scheme.
Watt.
You don't think they're going to sign
that's a big
TJ Watt?
piece.
I'm not saying they're not gonna, they just haven't done it yet. That's a fact. They have not
And
signed him
he's
yet.
he's also on a holdout. Yeah, and I think you're 100% right, Tybo, with the wide receiver room. All you have is DK Metcalf and Robert Woods. Robert Woods isn't ever really available. You
Aging.
you aging
Aging Robert
and
Woods.
rarely available.
That's
Uh,
harsh, but true.
so then you're left with who? Calvin Austin or Ben Skronik? Like I'm not. They're gonna have to go 12-man personnel the whole
Why
season,
not?
and you also bring in Jonnu Smith, who's aging. Is he going to be available for
Use him
every
as like
game?
a beefy slot.
You're going to have to. It's
Beefy
it's not
slot.
going to be great. It's not going to be great. They're not going to be passing a
Something
whole
down here,
lot.
beefy slot.
Easy.
Whoa.
Did you just fart? Dude? That's
I
gotta
just
be a
farted.
fine.
That was
What
my
was that
that
noise?
was my mouth. That was
Oh, oh, that's still a
I'm
fine.
just
If I did, it
wow.
was silent. I didn't hear nothing on my end.
Sound like some elephant went off or something like that. We'll
Uh
check the audio.
Ty Bob just farted and he said it came from his mouth. That's pretty gross.
Yeah, he probably did. Piece of
That's
shit.
nasty.
God damn
I'll,
you.
I'll I'm excited to see what happens. I think more so about how this is going to fail horribly with
What,
Aaron Rodgers.
the
I
Stillers
think
thing?
Is
I
it
think
No.
if it's a failure, is it Mike Tomlin's last year as head coach?
Yes.
should be, won't be because they did just extend
Yeah,
him. Aaron
he's
Rodgers
he's
is
untouchable. No one can
Uh,
touch Mike Tomlin. He's not gonna
You
get
know what I
fired.
say to a nice contract? Rip it up, bitch.
the fire.
No, Mike
Uh,
Tomlin's going to stay there until he doesn't want to be there, and he's going to leave.
Aaron Rodgers will not be the quarterback, nor will he be on the team after week 8 of the NFL season. Mike
Someone write that
Tomlin
down. Someone write
has
that
his
down.
first losing season in his career.